We had Diego Lopes versus Gavin Tucker. This is your
Yeah,
boy, Diego
that's the
Lopes.
boy right there, Diego. The
He's
old
fun to
Tom
watch.
DeLonge, you know? He looks exactly like him. Dude,
Yeah, if you ever
Midnight's
wonder
at
what he does in
Coachella
between
for
concerts.
Blink-182.
But man, so the thing that I loved about this fight,
Mhm.
leading up to the fight, they show the fighters warming up in the locker room,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you noticed, they pan over to Lopez, to Diego Lopez, and he's on his back, and he's switching from armbar to armbar
Oh,
position
dude. I
while
hated
he's
that warm-up.
warming up.
I hated that
And
warm-up.
dude, but he's doing it over and the person in this camp that he's warming up with then like moves around, gets in the side control. Diego then scrambles and gets him in another armbar. Going into this fight, Diego Lopez knew the arm will be exposed in one way or another. They saw something that made him say like, "Hey, I'm gonna be able to finish this fight with an armbar."
Yeah, it could be because, man, we knew his jiu-jitsu was slick, right? He comes in on
Yeah.
short notice. Against what? Was it Evloev? Um, who he fought on short notice? Pretty sure it
Let me
was.
see here.
Who's game, right?
Mozart Evloev. Yeah.
Yeah, and Evloev's very good. Um, so when he comes in against Evloev and he almost submits him 3 times or something like that, something crazy like that in that fight, I was like,
Yep.
okay, this guy is very interesting, someone to watch for. But then you never know if it's like a flash in the pan type debut. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like when Lando Venata fought Tony Ferguson on short notice debut, and he looked like a world beater. He's slipping all these crazy shots. He drops Tony like twice, but then he never really kind of got back to that level. Uh, and I was like, is that Diego Lopez? Did he come in and have that same type of like fun, creative success against
Flash in the
Evloev? And
pan.
then, yeah, and then, but it was because maybe Evloev didn't know anything about him, and it was on short notice, so we didn't have time to prepare for him, and that's how he exceeded expectations, and then he never quite got to there again.
Mm.
No, it was not that, because this fight was fucking awesome again. He's an action fighter. He's Alexa Grasso's jiu-jitsu coach, so you expect the jiu-jitsu. Gavin Tucker comes out, immediately kicks him right in the dick, super hard. I was like, oh no, it's not looking
Yeah.
good for my boy.
Dude, the slow
And then,
motion replay too was nasty.
oh, it was a doozy, man. That was
Right in the
that's one
nuts.
of the worst ones I've seen in a while, man. Because open stance, right? So it's like
Yeah.
the nuts are open when you're open stance, right? Southpaw versus orthodox, and
Yep.
that rear leg round or low kick straight to the cup. Spread legs straight to the cup. It was like, oh god. And then Tucker ends up shooting on a takedown, and on the shot, he's like, I know people shoot or jump guillotine and accept a takedown by jumping guillotine. Dude jumped triangle. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. Regen saying that one guy in the crowd yelling, "Kick him in the dick." Finally got some shine. Finally got what he was asking for.
Yeah,
Absolutely. After years and years, he's like, "All right, somebody listen to
cool.
my advice."
Did he hear me?
No, and it was awesome. And I think that the progression, all the way that led to the armbar, was money too, right?
Oh, dude, it was
Because
so sick. And
he
look who
gets him.
fixed the
Oh, the
pictures.
pictures. Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
Um.
Sorry if I
So,
felt checked out during those conversations. I was trying to figure out how to get the fucking
all right,
pictures up.
just Gandraj.
Yeah.
So as he gets him in that triangle choke, Tucker slips his left hand in, trying to create more space, so that he
Dude,
doesn't get choked out. Right. So
I
then you
was
have,
so worried in that moment.
yeah. Why?
Because so in this position, imagine this is after what you're talking about, right? But if
Yep.
you see this arm here from
Mhm.
Tucker, it was in with his arm here in between his legs,
Yes.
just at the wrist. So the hand was in,
Just
and what
enough.
that does, yeah, and what that does is it makes it so that so this leg here is one side of the choke, and then your own arm is the other side of the choke. So by putting your hand here on this side of your face, you're creating space in between your neck and this leg.
Yep.
So you're not getting choked. But because Lopez is such a G, he immediately goes for the armbar on the arm that's trapped in. And I was like, oh no, because the downside of putting your hand in to defend against a choke is now you can't tap out. You
Mm-hmm.
can't submit. And with
Yeah.
Lopes attacking your arm like that, I was like, we very well might see an arm break right now. And I don't necessarily know if I want to see that right now. And then
Yes. But because of him attacking the arm, it made
Mhm.
Tucker react a little bit more and rip that left arm out,
Yeah.
right? Which
Yep.
then led to
Yeah, so basically he rips the arm out and exactly right. So he takes this arm out, he reaches across it to grab his own wrist to try to defend against the armbar. Ends up rolling. They roll, and as they're rolling, you see the arm completely bend the wrong way for a second.
disgusting.
Disgusting. And they finish the roll, and Lopes just gets off of him because as they're rolling, the arm snaps the wrong way. Tucker taps. The ref's running over to see what's going on. I don't even know if he saw the tap.
I don't think he
Lopes
did.
just gets up and walks away.
Yep.
HLB Comer
Like a
says, coolest
badass.
walk-off submission ever.
Like
I
a
mean, it was
badass. Dude.
beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah. It was so good, man. Beautiful,
Oh,
like I said, progression.
Graphic warning here. If you want to see the arm bending the wrong way during the roll, here we go.
Let's see. There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
As HLB Comer says, let's be honest, we all want to see some limb breaks sometimes. It is one of those things.
Well, here you go.
There it is.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We deliver here, you know? That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
But what a win by Diego Lopes.
Beautiful win.
And he proves that he's not a flash in the pan. He's very skilled and he's dangerous and he needs to be taken seriously despite the chest tattoo and the haircut, which, you know what?
Fight.
I love
Second
it.
fight in the UFC. Second fight in the UFC. But 22-6, man. So this dude's been doing it for quite some time.
Yeah. Yeah. He's no slouch. HB Comer says disgusting. Blunderbub says it was a bad week for arms.
Sure was.
Yes, it was.